If you follow us on socials, you would know by now that I've got an August visitor in August, right? She is one of the faces and voices that really defined Nollywood's golden era. She's a woman whose craft has made us laugh, has made us cry, has made us reflect, and sometimes even call on NEPA and beg them to actually bring light so that we cannot miss her show on screens. She, of course, has had unforgettable roles and has stamped her name in the industry through her books, and we are more than honored to have her in the lunchroom today. Ladies and gentlemen, make it up. Give it up for the very amazing Stella Damasus. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, beautiful. You look so good.
Thank you.
Look like sunflower this afternoon.
Yeah, that was the whole idea.
I kind of saw the vision already. Thank you for coming. It's so good to have you.
Thank you for having
How's
me.
your day going so far?
Great. I've had a great day. Yeah.
And your week?
My week has been stressful. But
Just
good.
working and just keep working.
Yeah.
Listen, there's so much to ask you. There's so much to get right into. At this point, I really don't even know where to start from. But I cannot help but ask first. You're known very specifically for your instant tears back in the day. It's crazy. Like, all you have to do is just say action and the tears just keep rolling. Was there a kind of manual or like something you have to go through to make that happen? Or it's just something that just came?
I think it's training. My training has helped me a lot. And if you have natural raw talent sometimes, with training, it helps you to do all those things.
She just said I've got natural talent. I didn't know what you guys are talking about. There's so many roles that you've killed, and I remember some of them. There's this film that just remember now. The character, not you. The character was gonna die at her 25th birthday, and it was just I cannot take that out of my head. But aside that, you've gone on to do so many other great projects. Which would you consider one of your greatest so far that you've ever done?
Well, evidently To Kill a Monkey.
Yes. Yes, but aside To Kill a Monkey, because we're going to come to that,
Yeah.
aside To Kill a Monkey, which other projects, top of your head, do you remember that, has just been very significant for you?
I would say Widow and Captured. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes. Widow Captured it was my movie on my YouTube channel, and Widow I did so many years ago. And people thought it was my story. I think that's why it was one of the most significant, but it wasn't my story. But eventually that happened to me after the movie.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, does that really happen in films that you act out something and then it happens to you like, what the hell is going on?
I don't even know, because that's the only time that I've experienced that kind of thing. So I don't know what was going on, but I kind of think in hindsight that movie prepared me. Not like I knew what was going to happen, but when I saw how she went through it and how she tried to come out of it,
it was easier.
I realized that, okay, when these things happen to women in Nigeria or Africa, you have to brace up for whatever it is that will come, because things will come.
I like that. You have to brace up. Things will definitely come. Now, not a lot of people know this, but you happen to be a singer. And you have very strong background in that. You have a couple of singles that are out there already. Why did you give up the career path? Oh, why are you covering your face? Why are you covering your face? Why did you give up the career path, for acting generally?
Because I actually started singing before I started acting.
People don't know that.
They don't know that. But professionally, acting now took over the music. And when I saw the way the industry was going, I didn't think I was brave enough to go through all of that, look for record label, and then they tell me how to dress, how to look, what kind of style to do. Because my style of music is very different. And the way my acting career took off, I'm like, I can't juggle both at the same time and give it as much attention as I would love to. So let me just focus on one.
Do you still sing though?
Karaoke.
Somebody is saying, no, that's not true. Onima's like, no, it's not true. You actually sing.
I enjoy karaoke. She's talking about the soundtrack that I just did for my new film.
What?
I did a music video for it as well. It's coming soon.
What?
Yeah, I think that's what she's talking about.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's for the Art
Now I'm
of
looking
Heart.
forward to that. What's the title of the film? What's the title of the soundtrack to?
The Art of Heart.
The Art of Heart.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it. I miss, hearing you sing and stuff like that. But if you ever drop a single, like a brand new single today, who is a Nigerian artist that you think you would put on board,
Doing the Stoic.
Say that again?
Doing the Stoic.
Oh.
The guy who sang I Go Nowhere.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I kind of see how that would work. Like your voices just marinated together. I kind of see how that work. Look forward to that. One thing we also know is that you're very big on advocacy, and you've always, talked about women and just, placed them on such a high pedestal and just picking up for them. Is it something that does it come from a very strong conviction in your heart, or did you have to go through something in order to advocate like that for women very aggressively in a good way?
I think it's a combination of both. I grew up with a strong mother. My father was there, but my mother was so strong. I have 4 older sisters.
Ooh.
Yes, and I've had mentors who are women, and I've seen how strong and brave they are. And then things have happened to me as well. I've been through everything. Widowhood, separation, divorce, whatever.
That's
you
true.
name it. And, I've seen people around having health scares, and these things happen to women only most of the time. So I'm like, sometimes we don't talk about these things enough, so let's help ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's be our own voices in a good way. Not, women are fighting men, not that one. But
I like that.
yeah, there's a difference in being. So I don't call myself a feminist, I call myself a stewardess, because we have
Come on now.
we have a peculiar way that we look at our lives as women, especially in Africa. That's why, yeah.
What is one myth about you you're tired of hearing that you would like to just clear the air now, once and for all?
Women who are married or who have boyfriends or something, I hear that some of them are weary of me. They're scared of me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I've heard them say, if Stella is around, just hide your guys, because it's as if she has magnet. I don't know what that means or how I do that, because one, I don't dress provocatively.
No.
I'm not a skimpy dresser. I'm not a vulgar person. I've never presented myself to be that. So whatever it is that they look at me and see and go, I beg, if your husband say hi to her now, that's the end. I'm like,
That is crazy.
I don't know why that is, but it's been happening. I've been hearing it, and I'm like, okay. You're giving me so much power that I never knew I had. So
Yeah, it's giving inferiority complex. It's like, they're not so secure about themselves, which is like a problem. And that's why you always advocate and just talk about things like this.
It's the people I advocate for. They're the ones that are scared of me.
And you're a girl's girl. Which is crazy. Come on, you guys.
It's a world.
You guys.
Yeah.
We've just been talking a bit about Nollywood, and her career so far. And now it's time to talk about the monkey in the room. I was going to say the elephant in the room, but this is the monkey in the room. Your character, Nosa, in the, Netflix limited series, To Kill a Monkey. First things first, let's just say that when an actor successfully makes people hate the character and the person in real life, just know that she don't finish work, for the film. I'd like to know, first of all, what is the most dramatic response, in-person response that you've had since this, series was released on Netflix?
Someone walked up to me and said, "No enter mainland, oh, boys, they wait for you." I'm like, me or no, sir?
Yo,
say I don't care. Just no enter mainland, boys, they wait for you.
That is crazy. Yo, and it's believable. It was phenomenal. I think that, that was brilliant. I mean, I've never doubted your talent, never. But I think that To Kill a Monkey just really showed like a really new and different side of Stella Damasus to the world. What was it like playing this role?
It was exciting. It was challenging as well, because there was a lot of physicality involved. The stunt scene at the hospital, because I had to do a lot of rehearsal for that. I went to the
There was
gym.
no body double?
There was no body double.
Stop it.
They banging my back on the wall and tossing and flipping me.
You're
out on the floor.
lying.
That was me.
I really thought it was a body double.
No, it was all me. I worked hard for that. And it was also different, because for almost 3 decades of my career, I've played a certain type of role. But the character arc and the switch up from the poor Nosatu when she got money and then being drunk all the time, having hangovers, all of that was different. But it was something that I've always wanted. I've always wanted an opportunity to do different. And so when this came, I was so happy and excited that Kemi would trust me to do something that she hadn't seen me do.
Yeah. So did you audition for this role though?
I sent in a self-tape.
Is it?
Yes, I sent in a self-tape from America, and I was flown in to do it.
Oh shit, royalty. Come on now.
Well, you know.
Levels to this tunes. They're like, it has to be Stella or nobody. And honestly, I wouldn't see anybody else play Nosa. You know, it came out really well. When you figured you were going to play this role, what was the first thing that dropped in your heart?
The fact that I knew that this would blow up and this would be considered my major comeback. Because before To Kill a Monkey came out, I had released Captured on my YouTube channel.
I saw that.
And I was in it. So, but it's To Kill a Monkey, it's Ekeme, it's Netflix.
It's Netflix.
So, of course.
Come on.
So I was hoping that, give or take, the first thing they see of me in recent times has to be something like amazing and fantastic. And this is good.
Girl, did you kill that role? Absolutely. So many things. I did a quick review about To Kill a Monkey on my Instagram, and honestly, I feel like everybody just really believes that you were really the villain, or the character was the villain. What do you think?
It shocks me. I think it even shocked Kemi, because we talked about it. We talked about the script before we started. We went back and forth. What people don't do, and I don't really blame them for it. People don't think about backstories or reasons why. They follow who the camera is following. The camera is following the Efemini, and they're seeing his struggles. But nobody is seeing her struggles. Nobody is seeing Ivie's struggles. Nobody is seeing a young girl who was raised by a poor mother, who was sent to school and still ended up with an even poorer man who brings a young girl already from another relationship. Nobody is saying that she was also working. Oh, they saw Ife struggling.
She was literally the breadwinner at some point.
Because if you think about it, you saw her the first time after CS, meaning she was carrying triplets and she was still working until she had to go give birth. And then she says to her husband, if I'm not a wife, I'm a mother. If I'm not a mother, I they follow you share husband responsibility. People are not thinking about that. People are not thinking about the fact that this woman lost one of her triplets because she couldn't nourish that child. And she suppressed that feeling even when her husband came to the hospital. When he said, the doctor told me, and she says, no.
She really loved him.
Today's a happy day.
She did love him.
You know?
Yeah.
After everything, he didn't get the job from... Because if he lied to her a lot... Remember when he was telling her boss,
True.
they come out for house every day, but my wife, they think
they go
anywhere. And then you didn't tell her the truth about why you didn't take the job from her boss the first time, until she heard from Idia and she got angry, like, that's why you not tell me, say.
I'm not even sure if at any point in time really told her what he does.
Because the only thing she had in mind when she saw that 2-bedroom apartment was, no, but this person you tell me say they called.
Exactly.
Hey, J-Lo. So she never saw the young boys that he was, or boss was using, or the gravity of what Ife wanted
now,
to do.
When she found out, why didn't she leave?
Exactly. Why do you think she didn't leave? Do you think it's... For me, she didn't leave because of love and loyalty. People say, well, she enjoyed the money. She enjoyed the money. She could have ratted him out if she was that kind of person.
But she enjoyed the money. That's why she didn't rat him out.
But she did. But because she was enjoying the money, people didn't ask why she was drinking so much. We all have coping mechanisms. For some of us, is work. For some of us, is traveling. For some of us, is Gucci. Just buy me designer thematic, calm down. For her, it was the bottle, because she was introduced to that lifestyle and she had seen the effect of alcohol and how it can numb. All she was doing was numbing guilt.
Numbing the pain.
You know, being an accessory to something bad.
Yeah.
You're numbing the pain. Because then, if you notice, their relationship was gone.
Yeah.
It was done and dusted. So, and everything that was happening because of this, you put my child in a freezer and then you try to kill her in the hospital and then you kill her mother. All because she's connected to this guy and they expect everything to be okay. People that are coming for Nosa, they should just spend 1 second.
Look at Nosa is trying to convince us now that, listen.
No. So let me tell you the honest truth.
Yeah.
As an actor, if you cannot give your character backstories and be an advocate for your character, you cannot become that character. Because nobody, you can see someone and say, that guy is a bad guy. But when the guy wakes up in the morning, he doesn't see himself as a bad person. He has a reason for doing what he's doing. You are seeing it as bad, but he's telling you don't know where they come from, why they do like that.
You don't know my story.
Everybody has a story.
That's true.
So, but to think that people will excuse or buzz the person that murders people, blows up people's grandchildren, takes little boys, keeps them in a factory to steal from people, prostitution, all of that. You forgive all of that because of one scene. That you saw them shoot him. Stay my back. Brother,
what the hell?
They excuse Obos and make Nosa the villain. I'm like, wow.
So let me say this. So personally, who I think is the villain in this whole story. I think Boss is the villain. I think Boss is a really bad person. I think Boss deserved to die. I think that he was a very wicked man. And I think that he never really loved Ife. That's my opinion.
Really?
He never really loved him, because if you did, you will not take your brother and put your brother in that kind of line of business, number one. He just saw him. He knew he was a first-class student from uni. And so he loved him because he could make him money. He loved him for the fact that he could make him more money. And you could see that when that issue of the percentage and thing, if you really loved him, you would have agreed and, push that on and make it happen.
He only came to say, okay, I'll do it when hand don't touch Idia, his wife.
Exactly.
Before then, they put my child in the freezer.
Exactly. He didn't do anything.
They tried to kill my child.
Let me tell you two instances where I really knew that, this man doesn't love Ife. Number one, he went to his child's birthday party, took him on a boat in the middle of the ocean to try to threaten him to kill him. If you loved him, you don't do that. Secondly, he slept with his brother's sister, his brother's child, impregnated her, and denied the pregnancy, and acted like nothing happened, and then showed up every day for 3 years saying, brotherly, where is the love?
I think you and I saw the same movie.
We
saw the same series.
Crazy.
Some people didn't see the same series.
It's wild, I'm just like, people say, oh my God, he betrayed. I'm like, what are you? This man deserved to die. He's wicked, But it's a line that really stuck out for me that you said. It was your line. You said,
I loved you more when you were born.
Oh my God.
Okay, so people hated that, but let's analyze this. When this movie started, it started with us seeing a woman who just lost a child, suppressing her pain to look at her husband, even sent her mother out. And she's saying, you matter to me, whatever you decide, I trust you. Then you see the second time when they came home, they had the fight. The next morning he came and he apologized. And she says, I know my mother doesn't like you. Then he says, okay, but who do you like? And she says, you. And they're playing. That
laugh was so dope.
Yes. And they're roll me, spin me, and they're having fun.
Yeah.
But the moment the money came, I don't think anybody can tell me that they saw where there was any friendship, any bond, any love, any romance. Everything had gone.
Yeah.
So when it comes to it, and it's just the two of us, we're not posing for each other. You know how you be. You know how I be. When was the marriage the most fun? And when was it the sweetest? When they had nothing. Because I ask a question. If you look at Nosa's character, she lived and stayed and loved a man who was making only 42,000 naira.
That could barely do anything.
If he had gone and found a job or something that was paying him 50 or 60K, do you think she would have killed him?
She for stay now.
She for stay. So Efemini introduced her into a life that she had to accept, because he said, if you don't trust them, trust me. In and out.
Yeah.
In and out, compass, be careful.
I've told you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. Where I think Enosa's character had it wrong, 2 points. I believe personally that she pushed him out.
How?
I'm going to tell you how.
Okay.
Now, this man came home a couple of times, one time that I remember, and tried to initiate things. She wasn't in the mood and stuff, but I think that there were better ways that she probably would have handled that. However, she said she saw something and she assumed that, there was something going on.
That was not the scene. The scene where she saw something was when they had the fight when he came home.
Yeah.
The scene you're talking about was when she said to him, you promised to protect us and you failed. Now, do you want a wife that will just come, even though both of you know you're not friends anymore, you're not romantic together anymore, you don't have a bond, and he just says, I miss you now, come. She go just open.
But there are ways that you could actually have that conversation. Like Nosa pushed him. I believe that Nosa pushed him out to Sparkles, that's for instance.
But come on. You have you are married, so you make sexual advances to your wife once, and then she rejects, and that gives the man the right.
How did she reject it?
She says you refuse to protect us. Because that's what you promised, that let me do what I won't do, but I'll protect you, trust me. At that point, when your child, do you know what it means for a woman to know that even in her home, somebody can put her child
in a refrigerator,
in a freezer, right next to her kitchen with all the stuff? Do you think that woman can sleep? And then she takes the child to the hospital, and the person still tries to come there to kill that child, meaning we mean you. At that point, what will you do? At that point, how do you feel as a woman who knows that I trusted this man, I followed him, I responded, he said, I want to do this. Anything you want, I trust you. Anything you want, I do it. And then this is happening because because you said to me that no matter what,
Wahala.
you'll be fine. Because when people say that she pushed him, I'm like, how does she? In the beginning, she pushed him to sleep with his boss for 50K. How did she push him? She pushed him.
Nobody remembers that part though. I didn't even remember the part.
You see it? So she
Clock
pushed him
that
to Amanda
tea.
Sparkles. How? Because she was not in the mood.
She wasn't in the
angry,
mood.
She was scared.
Yeah.
She says, you promised to protect us.
No, there are better ways that would have happened. Because he literally came home after that night. He came home after the night. Like, if she had said, listen.
This is you, a man justifying.
No.
He came home after that night. He came home from where?
He came home from when he went to. But what did he do with the baby? He didn't do it. See, Amanda even offered to sleep with him at that point. He said no. He did not do it.
And so he came home
and
one
came
night.
to his wife.
One night that the woman was not in the mood because she was not happy.
That is enough.
She was scared. That's enough for a man to go out and sleep with someone else.
Listen, I'm not justifying. I'm not justifying cheating, right? Listen, I'm not justifying cheating. But what I'm saying is, he left this woman who Nosa thought that he had stuff to do with, and then came home that night, and then the wife is like, get out of here.
No, but do you know that?
In fact, I even said it should leave the house at some point.
So you're a woman who's woken up from sleep, and you see a video online, and they say, look at this thing, and you see your husband's arms around another woman's waist, and he says to her, baby, let's go. Tell me the truth.
You go film now.
Tell me the truth.
You go film.
He comes in, and in any human mind, I got you. I don't catch you. Yeah. The expectation is, let me explain, I'm sorry. No, instead you are giving it back to her like, you are drinking.
Because he was
You are this. But come on, you have your flaws, I have mine. Now Nosa is not innocent in all of this. Everyone has flaws. However, to make her the most hated person, the villain, I don't know what they watch.
Well, my victim, like I said, I think the only victim in this film was Efe.
No.
That's what I think.
No.
That's what I think.
I don't agree. Efe was a good man.
Yes,
he was not a victim, because everybody has a choice and every choice has consequences. He was not a victim. Nobody forced him to.
But you know why he did
boss.
what he did? Why did he do what he did?
Why he slept with his boss?
The reason why everybody has a choice, but like your choices usually would have reasons to it.
You know that his wife could have also chosen to be sleeping around behind his back just to help the family to make money.
Efe is the man of the house. Listen, I don't think he would ever understand what it means to be a man.
Just
and
like
not
you can
hold
never
up.
understand what it takes to be a woman, because remember that scene that the babies were crying?
Yeah.
That he came home.
It was crazy. She couldn't produce breast milk. But that is what literally triggered him. That my wife cannot produce milk because I'm here and I can't provide.
But imagine the wife who gave birth to them, who was home with them all day watching her children cry because her breast is not producing milk and there's nothing she can do about it.
Valid. However,
remember, she also begged, let me get another cleaning job. I will leave my children with mommy. And he said, don't work because your mother hates me. Don't leave them there. Stay home with them. I
wouldn't even let my wife suffer like that,
Okay.
That's the thing. So I think it's a man thing, because I mean you feel like you're helpless. You can't provide for your wife. You can't be there for your wife. It's crazy. If he tried, he really tried.
He did.
He did honestly tried. He did all the right roads. He went through it wasn't working out. And this line that he went into, he wasn't even asking for much. Give me a percentage. And his percentage in 3 years never changed.
He did.
Do you realize that?
He tried.
However,
of course, he never changed. But again,
let me,
human beings, let us not excuse wrong choices for right reasons. Let's not excuse it. That's all I'm saying.
Valid.
That's why I liked the script. All the characters
it's so
had
good.
a flaw.
Such a good film.
Every character had a flaw.
Yeah.
But then, as human beings, every choice you make,
there are consequences. I'm gonna say this. I think that this film, what Kemi was really trying to do, in my opinion, is show that every single person has got a terrible side to it. Or like
everybody,
every single person. We might not say it all the time, or might not say it openly, but there is something in your life that if we play on TV now, you say,
Yep.
This part, can you help me control delete?
Yes.
Don't comment it because it's, and that's what to kill a monkey did. Yes. Every single person is as small as even the housemaid.
Yeah.
The Nosa's house help is as tiny as that role. Yeah. Like that person knew what she was doing. She was literally trying to protect Nosa and all of that. Every single person, the nurses in the hospital, every single person.
Exactly.
You know, and great stuff. Shout out to the cast, the crew members. You guys really killed the monkey with this one. I'm just gonna say that I don't regret Abbas dying.
Yeah.
He deserved that death, after all he had done and what have you. Do you think there's going to be like a season 2? If there's ever going to spin off? I mean, I hear the rumors. I hear people saying things. I'm not sure about how true that is, but
I haven't heard.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's any need for that, but I mean.
But if there's supposed to be a season 2, do you have an idea of how we should play out? Because I do.
I have my own theory.
Okay.
My own conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Idia and Nosa.
God bless. Sis.
You know.
Sis.
We know.
Sis, I kind of season 2 in my head. I see like the women running the things around.
Yeah, me too.
From Amanda Sparkles, who has gotten territory over her own side, to Idia, who is now the chief monkey herself, and to Nosa, who is now, she can turn into this very crazy, bad, Come on, Kemi, think about it, okay?